All right, guys, tonight we're going to be doing a product research session on makeup. There's so much money made in makeup just because of half the population uses makeup. I would think like even maybe close to that. So I want to kind of dive deeper into it and get an idea of what type of products are like really selling. To move over to Amazon movers and shakers and take a look at the makeup category just to get like a nice little trail on what we can go after. So let's see here, beauty and personal care. Oh man, everybody knows this. This is so funny because these gold eye treatments were actually an AliExpress product for a while. It's pretty awesome. So that's one that's automatically catching my eye. And look at how many reviews it has. That's just insane. The challenge though with like makeup and whatnot is, there is a risk to it, especially when you're putting things on people's skin. So you just always want to be careful and like know what type of stuff is in your product, pretty much. Let's see, this looks interesting. The price point's a little low. Curious. So I'm just going to open up a few of these. So let's see, this one catches my eye because it solves the problem more than a lot of the other ones. Because everyone wants to get rid of those bags under their eyes. Let's see, this margins. But I know that makeup mirrors definitely sell, and they have higher end ones. Let's see, anything else that catches our eye? Look at this nose hair trimmer. We'll check that out too. The, what's up, Black Fry? What's up? Let's see. Look, this is a drop shipping product we've all seen before too. Let's see. This is weird. I don't know too much about makeup. It's the other thing too, that I really didn't go into last time, like when we're doing Amazon like research, is that there are like other categories too. So now that I have this one up, let's see if I can find it real quick. So if I go to any department again, there's new releases. Um, there's most wished for. Oh, here it is. So like most wished for example, is also a really good one. Simone brought that up the other day when I was actually doing this, but I didn't want to give all of the sauce away in like one product research session. So like if we go into beauty care, like look at how this changes, okay? Like we have, wow, this right here, a hair drying hot air brush. Okay, like that catches my attention. So I'm gonna pop that up. Let's see what else we can find here too. That looks interesting, but it's just so that price point's so cheap. And the thing is, you gotta also remember that even though the pricing's cheap on Amazon, it may not always be cheap elsewhere because a lot of the times when these products are being advertised, they are being advertised on Facebook, which is more of a impulse type um, advertising where people see it and they want to buy it versus here on Amazon and Google, people are searching. It's more like a demand type advertising. Let's see, we know this one too. This is a hot product. So like just to get like ideas off the bat, I am just opening up a ton of stuff that catches my eye that I know solves the problem and could be a hot product. That way we can start tracking some stores. I'm going to start at the back of the list here. So we have like this makeup brush cleaner. Um, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the ads run for these, but They've always crushed it. Let's see here. Let's find some stores we could track here. Majestic stuff. This looks like a general store. So does this, and this, and this. But look, Majestic stuff is running 2 ads here, so we might have a good chance that this might be a good one to track. So let's run this site here. Majestic stuff. Start diving in. Oh, beautiful. So no one is tracking this. And that's actually my favorite sign when I'm tracking stores. If I'm thinking differently than everyone else, then the store is usually not going to be tracked by someone else in our system, which is always a great sign. Oops, I don't want safety. So let me tag this one real quick. Okay, we're going to do Shake Cart. This is definitely a general store. Yep, selling telescopes. I bet you this could be their winning product right here. So a lot of times they'll showcase it on the front. Let's see what they're doing. If anybody's tracking this one. Yep, looks like someone was tracking this a little bit. And look, the Space Telescope is actually their top winning product. Okay, but I'm just going to put this under a makeup category just because it came up while we were tracking. Makeup. Then we have Smart and Cool Stuff, another general store. Okay, it's not Shopify, so let's close that out. Store by MCF. This looks like it was possibly a general store, but then they converted it over to makeup and beauty. So we're going to add this one too. Definitely Shopify. And of course, hey, they're not doing too bad. Hey, but like the Body Sculpt, I can already tell you, is their winning product. Like, look how easy that was, guys. The numbers here don't lie. When you can see how many more sales something's getting and the revenue that it's bringing in versus another item on here. So let's actually take a look at what the Body Sculpt is, just so we can get an idea. See, do they even have a search function? That's horrible. Horrible. Who designs a site like this and doesn't have a search function? But look, here it is, guys. Okay. So it's like a buffer. Maybe. Yeah. Heavy exercise. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a cellulite buster. Cool. They have good upsells on here. This is a very interesting product. Very, very. Now, when you see a brand like this, you know that this is drop shipped. Although it looks like maybe they got some art or they're doing their box at least right on it. The good thing about Google is a lot of times they're going to have to use search engine optimization. So regardless of like how they brand it, we're going to know exactly what it's called. And this is definitely not patented. Like, let's see here. Cream. So if we go to Alibaba, just curious, we can get this thing for Body Sculpt. That's what I would look up. Okay, we're getting like all sorts of like medical devices. Interesting. So this tells me that this device probably saves people a lot of money. Handheld. Just because the pricing. And look, oh, there it is. $8.50, guys. We found it. And what are they selling it for? $159. Of course, you know, they're selling it with, you know, the extra pads and the cream to give higher perceived value. But no, this is great because even just alone, they're selling it for $119. The margins are fat on that. I would definitely push that. And let me pop open the chat here so I can see everyone's messages. But yeah, these margins are insane, guys. This is another great winning product, in my opinion. just getting into beauty, man. I'm glad we found that. So, first winner. Now let's see what else we could find. So we found that just by looking up makeup brush cleaners. Even though like this unfortunately wasn't a winning product for us, we were still able to find something in a very short period of time, which was pretty good. Now let's go to the next thing. So let's see here. We have a face roller. Okay, so I'm just gonna look up face roller, and we're gonna open up a few of these guys and see what we can find. The Wolf Project. So if I was going to build a beauty store, I would already have, I'd probably pick this one first, and then let me add this to my makeup category. Let's track this cosmetic store. Okay, this is great, and nobody's tracking this. Eventually, we're going to have a feature on Shop Hunter that's going to show how many people are actually tracking a store. And then we're going to have also like a top list to see the top track stores, which would be really interesting. Ooh, these guys are doing really well, especially with the eye roller. Like makeup just crushes it. Like these guys aren't doing like big numbers, but still like you can see energizing eye roller. Let's take a look at it and see. Again, no search function. Horrible, horrible. Who does that? Who does not have a search function on their website? It's the Wolf Project. It is. So it's really interesting actually what they're doing is they are basically repurposing beauty products for women for men, and they're just making it masculine because most people don't know this, but if you take any beauty product minus makeup, probably, um, you can repurpose it for men, and there's a huge market that's just untapped. Yeah, they're not going to show it to me. Energizing eye roller. Eye roller, huh? So I'm gonna have to do this. Project eye roller. Just Google it. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, it's the same thing for like under your eyes to get rid of wrinkles and puffiness. And it's just a vitamin C with caffeine and some peptides. Peptides are like collagen. And honestly, like looking at this, they could be doing a lot better. They just don't know how to market it. It looks like they've tried a bit, by doing the bundle upsell on here. But I would definitely be bundling this with like other products, especially because these guys have so many different types of products. And if you, for example, like add some samples from some of the other products that you sell, if you're in this niche, it'll give people a reason to try it out and then want to come back and buy the product once they realize that it's something that will actually help them, or they just like it. Like I was sending like maybe like some soap samples if I had soap on here, just some like small sample type stuff. Very cool. Let me go back and tag this. Yep. All right. Perfect. Let's check out Yami Buy. This, by the looks of it, is definitely not Shopify, but we can try and see. Maybe we're lucky, maybe we're not, but I could usually read them when I see them. Let's see, BioBear. Everyone knows this jade roller. This was a winning product. I actually know somebody who also exited a company selling them at one point. I used to think they're very oversaturated, but we're going to have to wait on data on this one, so we're just going to come back and see that one later. let's see, we have shopconfidentiality.com. And let me take a look at the questions here real quick while we let this beautiful product just infest our mind. Let's see here. What do you think about their website design? I mean, here's the deal, guys. Don't over like analyze design too much, because if you have a good product, people are going to buy it just based off of it solving a problem. And you're going to know, like, if you're even close to making it profitable, then you can start making improvements. But of course, don't make it like super dark. At least use some like, brighter colors if you're selling it to an audience that's female based. Just keep that in mind. Let's see, would this product, would you push these on Google? Any type of problem solving product you can push on any network. It's a lot easier than like evergreen products, even though a lot of these are also considered evergreen products. The thing is that like you're going to connect with people who have a problem, and not necessarily are they going to even know that there's a solution. So by advertising it using a framework that shows one, the problem, and then a tool that solves the problem, you're going to be able to reach out to a lot more people than just Google. So I wouldn't say just focus on Google. With Facebook, though, you just have to be careful because you can't do close-ups of skin and stuff like that. So it's almost easier to use video and just like learn how to do it, because if you can like master how to sell makeup and stuff on Facebook, you're gonna kill it. But like any business, there are gonna be like challenges and pain points that you're just gonna have to work through if you want to build a brand in that industry. And the best way to do it is just look at what all of the competitors are doing. So if you look at like what everyone on Facebook is running um, in that industry, you're going to get an idea of like what ads are not going to get your account suspended. You could also probably run on like, let's see here. There's someone in my front yard. I want to see what's out there. But yeah, you just want to like examine what other people are doing to get like an idea. And that's going to help you, save you time from making those mistakes. Let's see here. Other questions, people. Would you go directly to testing just from this? No. So what I will typically do, and I'm going to eventually, help you guys learn my system, is I will make a spreadsheet and I will basically grade every single product off of a few factors. One is like audience size, how big the problem it solves, how much pain, what the big, pain point is on like a grade of like 9 to 10, I mean 1 to 10. You're also going to look at like how easy it is to advertise, profit margins, stuff like that. So like you want to like assess everything and kind of like score it to get an idea if it's even going to be worth your time. So I won't just like test a product because I see there's demand, but I'll make a list of these and consider each one, of course. Now let's track the store real quick and see if we could pull up anything on them. What do you think of the hair straightener brush? I think it's great. If you look at the one that you can take with you anywhere, I think that was trending recently. But guys, look at this. This is like what David was saying, and like why makeup crushes it. Like instant facelift kit. These guys are just taking money home, man. This is so cool. Let's see their kit. So this is the instant facelift kit. They're selling it in a combo for $160, which gives them a huge margin to work with, and that's why they're able to scale it, and that is why it's one of their best-selling products, along with the Hot Mess Ice Roller, which is like their cornerstone product of their website, as you can see here. Let's see, do you take in factor of market refresh rate when choosing a product? If you mean, Marshall, what do you mean by market refresh rate? If you're talking about like how often someone's going to come back and purchase a product over again, sure. Or if I could sell them a vertical product, yes. So let's take a look at Fiera. I think we tracked these guys already. Let me tag this one. These are all really good. Like you could create a store pretty easily. Let's see. Oh, we can't track that one. So, all right. So like we've already broken into a few of these now. Let's check out shower steamers. This caught my attention just because stress is a big problem that we have day to day, and just curious what these companies do. This is a product that, kind of interests me. I try it out. Oh wow, they scaled it up for Christmas. Not bad, not bad. But I could tell you, looking at this, they probably don't advertise a lot outside Amazon. So this is actually pretty good. Now, if you combine their Amazon sales with what they're doing here, I'd say they're doing pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, we will do another day where we'll just do the home niche, but tonight I'm just going to be focusing on like beauty products. Oops, this is not a wallet. I just want to go into that beauty market because beauty products just crush it. Like they literally crush it. The site's broken. All right, let's go. I mean, we check out some Jade Roller sites. Let's take a look. Sephora. Yeah, like when I see stuff like this, Sephora's in it, but look at the pricing still. Like these Jade Rollers are really cheap. Really, really cheap, guys. Let's check out them and Revolve. Maybe Revolve is a bigger company by the name of it. Yeah, we got all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna skip them and just try this site and see if we could track anything on this. Yep, we can't. All right, moving on. So let's see. Here we have the hot air brush. So grab that, do a search. Oh wow, yeah. When you see like these like weird off-brand sites, let's see. How does the Jade Roller thing even perform well? I've seen them in every store. I think that's going to take like branding and like educating people on how to use the product more than just selling it as a Jade Roller, because education is going to go like much further. But if people don't understand it, I don't think a lot of people are going to buy it just for that purpose. Hey, like majestic stuff. These guys have been doing their research. All right, let's check out Brush. This is such a weird domain name. I'm even surprised to see him in Google. Yeah, the ice thing is like an upgraded Jade Roller, in my opinion. These guys are so slow. Again, no data, so we need to give it time. Don't let this confuse you if there's no data here. Let's see. My brush set, this definitely sounds like a drop shipper made this. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, they're not doing bad. 5-in-1 Professional Styler, though, is their top product. And they have a search function. Thank you, man. Oh, wow. Check this out, guys. This looks like a rip-off of a Dyson. A lot better designed than what we were looking at, but it's the same concept. It's an airbrush, right? $59. Looks good, in my opinion. And these guys are, doing okay, Maybe they're making a couple grand off that a month. by my judgment. Even on like 15% margins, like they're still doing decent. So let me tag this one. Makeup. Now let's check Revair. This looks like a definite brand. They spent some time on it. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So this makes me wonder if it's like those hair caps that you could like wear in the salons, but maybe it's like a home style one. Let me see if anyone's tracking this. See, I love this. Like no one's tracking these stores. So everybody's looking at the same products on all these product research websites. But we got to break that mold, you know? We all think the same because we all see the same data and we don't do our own research. We're all going to advertise the same stuff and we're not going to be as successful just because we're going to be competing against each other. Let's see, Foxy Bay. Wow, not bad, not bad. So see, this Super Styler is pretty hot. The other cool thing too about a lot of these beauty products is that the margins are pretty sick. Yeah, 118 for this. So now if we like went to Alibaba, for example, and looked up hot air brush, like here's the Dyson style one. There's a few other ones. These are cheap, guys, really cheap. Look at this. So you're like looking at probably like a range of about, I would say like for a good quality one with all these little bits, like 10 to 15 bucks. And like they're selling these for like 118. So there's definitely like good margins here. They're talking like at least 5 times margins. Pictures are great. They've actually invested into making this a brand, which is a good sign. Same with this company. It's really good when you see that because it means that it's consistent enough to where they'll actually invest in inventory. Let's see. Let's look at this nose hair trimmer and ear hair trimmer. Panasonic, Dollar Shave Club. A lot of these are bigger companies. Looking for companies that aren't as big, but look, Remington. Okay. Like I might stay away from this type of product only because there's a lot of big brands on here. Not that there weren't on the other ones, but like Panasonic, Remington, the trust factor is going to be really hard unless you have like a really good bundle package and you have a lot of experience. So like I would say like this is probably not a good product in my opinion. But Manscaped, of course, we all know them. They're a big company, so they're able to compete in that environment and they could take on more risk. Makeup mirrors. Let's take a look at this one next. Oh, interesting. Vanity mirrors have a really good price point, which makes me think that there's margins here. Look at this, 437. Serious. Ooh, Lashify. When I see stuff like names like this, it screams dropship. So I want to check out that Lashify.com. That really catches my attention. Tag this one. Makeup. Let's check out Lashify here. Ooh, yeah, see, look at that. Lashify Control Kit. Let's find it again. There we go. Yeah, like you see what I mean, guys? Like so many of these sites are just doing like insane numbers. Lashify Control Kit. $185 for this. Of course, they did a really like fancy job showing this off. Wow, this is pretty captivating, actually. So it looks like possibly like magnetic lash kit, I want to say, but what is this? The charging cable? And they really didn't. Oh, okay, the charging cable's for the mirror that lights up. So, wow, okay, so they took a product such as lashes and they made this like killer bundle. So, like, you have this like travel kit with a makeup mirror or vanity mirror, as we call it. It's very well branded. These guys did a really good job. No wonder they're making really good money now. See, like how good of an offer this is, minus the video. Okay, you don't need like a crazy video like this to sell a product like this, but the way that they present it is just like out of this world. Just because they really put a lot of thought into this product and everything that is needed with the mirror and everything that comes with it. Let's see, let's look at Fancy real quick. Yeah, these numbers are just insane. Let's see, actually, did we tag this one? Makeup. Okay. Fan. Yeah, what's up, brother? Shh. Yeah. Yo, what's up, X? Can you hear me? Hold on. I don't know. I don't have the power to unmute you, brother. But if you type it in the chat, I will be happy to answer your question. I'm just not an admin on this server, unfortunately, my friend. Let's see, True Glow Duo. Like, look at this. This makeup site makes just huge numbers too. Like, imagine going to sleep and waking up and making 150K on your Shopify store. That is just insane. But wow. What's up, Rohan? You had a question, brother? Oh, you're good, man. Very fancy. All right, let's keep moving. I like to keep it going, guys, to where we can just find stuff. So what I would typically do is like I'll find a bunch of sites and then I'll start putting together a list of products and then just grade them and then I'll prioritize what I'd want to test first. But I really like to just kind of dive deep into it and just like go through like a ton of stuff like really fast, just like I'm doing right now. And it'll just give me like a really good scope of the whole market. Congrats, man. How long have you been doing it for? Nice. Are you doing like model management? Dude, thanks for the sauce. That is amazing. And congrats. I hope you scale that out like killer. That's so cool. See, guys, there are so many opportunities out there. You just gotta focus. Dude, I know you can. I believe in you. That's so crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, there's just money everywhere, guys. the opportunities just never end. Like everyone here, I feel like for the most part is trying to sell on Shopify, but like I used, yeah, but I used to crush it just on Amazon, like before I even got into Shopify. Yeah, so like I did private label. I think I told a lot of people. So like what I would do, and I'll kind of explain it again just real quick. So like I'd go to AliExpress and I'd look for like really cheap stuff, like back scrubbing bands, for example, was one of the products that I would sell. Just because this is along the beauty niche. Hold on, back scrubbing band. And so I'd buy 100 of these, and then I would send them into Amazon. And then I would find like another type of sponge, and I would do the same thing. Yeah, like I look for like evergreen stuff that people are gonna, wear out and they're gonna want to buy it again. So like I would buy like 100 of these, for example, right here. And then I'd get them to ship to my condo at the time, and then I would put all the barcodes on them and then just ship them into Amazon. And then like I'd find like a brush, maybe that would be cheaper. I was like going for stuff like around $1. And that's how I got started. So I'd sell it for $12 though, which was pretty decent markup. And then if I sold out after running ads in order to get it ranked, I would just keep ordering more. And I had like, five or six private label brands just that started off of doing that whole deal alone. And I started getting into like makeup sponges too. Like makeup sponges are like so cheap. Like I'd sell these things all day long. Yeah, what's up, brother? Um, I don't because all the everything you need is right here. Like these are all the trends. Like these are what people want and they're wishing for the at most. So like I just look at like the movers and shakers most wished for. There's new releases and bestsellers. These are all. This is like free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's all right here, man. And that's why I'm like, you know, trends and all these other tools are great. Like I'm really like big on like people doing their own product research and finding things on their own because you can find just like really crazy stuff that no one else is marketing. But like for example, we know like galaxy projectors are really popular, right? But then like there's different models that no one's pushing, but someone else on Amazon's pushing it. But this person, well, Rosetta Store is a big store, but like say there's a lot of people here on Amazon who don't have any experience with Shopify, right? And that's where you kind of find like the market overlap of something that isn't being pushed as much in one area versus another. So like next year, my whole plan is to get back more into Amazon, where I'm going to be finding stuff that a lot of people are selling on Shopify, but not selling on Amazon. And then I'm going to ship all that stuff into Amazon, and then vice versa. So if I find like a really good product on Amazon that's not being really pushed on Shopify because there's not a lot of Google results for it, um, I'll run up a store for that, like no problem, and just keep doing that over and over. Rinse, wash, repeat, exit. Like really your goal should be like building something that you're going to be able to exit because for every dollar in profit you make, you're going to be able to multiply that 3 to 4 times on an exit. I'll send you an invite to a development Discord. I just DM'd you. No problem. Yeah, just send me a DM. I'll send it to you guys after the chat. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? Sure. What you got? So here's how I think about it. The numbers of what stores sell um, only give you like part of a picture, right? Because someone could be trying to push a product and they just don't know how to market it properly, or they just have a really bad offer. So I kind of take all that with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, what I do think about is how big the audience is that I have to market to. Like a lot of people kind of take product research wrong in a way where instead of like what everyone does is they look for the product first, right? Where really what you should be doing is looking for the audience and then what problem the audience has and then what product fits that audience to solve that problem. That's really the way that everyone should be thinking. So I would think about it from that perspective, like how big is the audience that exists and how big is the problem for that audience? Like think about it, like how many people ride a bicycle and then people need to see at nighttime when they're riding their bicycle, so they need lights and that solves the problem. So that's kind of like the logic that I like to look at. Suffer, keyword suffer, that I would definitely test if people are suffering from the problem. Yeah, I would test it, man. Like, I think you feel pretty confident in it. I mean, the worst case scenario, you know, you might just need to tweak your offer to make it work. But it sounds like a good product if it improves, especially off of something else. I would just like start getting your hands dirty, just like Big Shank saying, "Let's move, let's do something and see and learn, man." That's the best way. Like, you, yeah, no problem, man. I wish you the most success and let us know in the chat, when you run it, if it worked out or not, of course. By the way, guys, this was another one I thought of doing a long time ago. Solves a really unique problem. A lot of women, their eyebrows start thinning, and also there are people who have medical conditions, which, their eyebrows are, you know, losing hair. So this is like a temporary tattoo, and they have like different hair colors and stuff. This one doesn't have them all, but really cheap to source. And like if we look up eyebrow tattoo stickers, watch this, guys. Look, 16. 34. What is it? Stencil. Okay, this is a stencil kit, so it's a little different. But look, they're not even trying hard on this. This is pretty funny. Like, what's Amazon selling it for? Just curious. Still $8. You probably get it for $1 and just, you know, make some cash on it. But like, here's the thing, like if you look at this, like even though they're selling it, they're not offering all the other hair colors, even though they're doing the styles. Like, this person really doesn't know what they're doing. I could tell you just by looking at the products they sell too. But yeah, there's so much that you can do, and just like the biggest thing is just to solve people's problems. Like that's the best market to be in. Like sometimes when I'll just be on here, like I'll see like an interesting product. Instead of like looking at this, I'll just go straight to the top selling too. You can see like, oh, look, here's another beauty product that might do well. Look, this solves a problem for blackheads, but it's really cheap. I probably wouldn't sell that, you know. Just looking through here. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, man? Absolutely. So here's what I feel like, okay, is it really depends on like your risk tolerance. If you are very confident that you're willing to test out different marketing angles to get a product to work versus other products that might have a higher chance of success, then those would be the options I would be weighing. So unless you know something else that's going to have a higher chance of success, or you're confident that it's just your marketing angle, and you see, you know, maybe you're running the same ripped ads as someone else. I don't know. Like, are you, you know, the up, go for it. What's the price range? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, you could send it to me. Here's something too that I'll do. Like, if I'm just getting into a market, just to test demand, I will underprice it to get data. So like back when I was learning to do Facebook and something, this is what I would typically do is I wouldn't try to get the highest price for the product, but I'd want to see if there was a demand for it. So I would test that product at a lower price point to test demand, and then over time, I would increase the price to see where my sales started to fall off. So by doing that, you can, you know, get a reading on the market. You can get data without having to, you know, put yourself at the same price as the competitor, for example. And then once you get that pixel data and it's able to target, then you slowly increase that ceiling. Yeah, yeah, no problem. I'll check it out after the chat here. But I'm gonna close out the recording for now. If you guys have any other questions, I'll stay around for a little bit. But I hope everyone who's watching this recording enjoys the product research that we've done tonight, and I'll definitely be doing more.